Season 8 of Drake's Migration Nation is powered by Hydra-Trek, powerful, rugged, amphibious vehicles. Previously on Drake's Migration Nation. Northwest Regional co-host Bill Saunders and his crew braved the bitterly cold temperatures of winter to hunt one of the last open water holes in the area.
That boosted confidence a little bit. Feels good.
Good boy, Dave.
And their perseverance paid off with an incredible duck hunt.
We only had a few ducks left to go on that first day, and like everybody, I got my cell phone on me, and I got a text from good buddy Travis Reeser down in Oregon. He gave me a message saying that he has a field with about 1,500 geese in there, and to buy our Oregon licenses and head south. So we wrapped up our hunt and got back, got our licenses bought, and got ready to head south.
Gonna be a good morning. Yeah.
Drake's Migration Nation is powered by Hydra-Trek.
I've known Bill for about 15 years now. I met him through calling contests and started blowing his calls and traveling with him a little bit, and then worked a little bit with some guide service stuff that he did, and been friends with him ever since.
Our setup for our goose hunt with Travis was a little different than what we normally do. We had to actually make our own snow covers. We bought Tyvek, strapped it on the blinds, and then brought our snow shovels out and just shoveled a bunch of snow on top of the blinds, around the blinds, to get ourselves, blended in with the rest of the surroundings. I'll tell you what, when I'm hunting geese, probably my number one concern is always my hide. I put that above how well are we gonna call, my decoys, or even location. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if a goose can see you, he is never gonna come in. And if I can look back at a hide and something looks out of place to me, I can promise you it's gonna look out of place to a goose. We're building ourselves an igloo for our cameraman here. Figure we got a lot of material to work with the snow. In the meantime, if you look out across here, you'll see we've got a pretty colorful decoy spread set out. And we bag our decoys, all our plastic decoys. One, it just keeps them looking fresh all season. But two, it's -6 right now when we left the trucks, and it's gonna frost up real quick. So we're leaving the bags on to keep the frost off of them as long as possible. Typically when we start to hear birds, or we have a pretty good idea when they're gonna fly, we'll run out there and take all the bags off. This time of year, with this deep of snow, these geese are gonna hit the ground, and they're gonna kind of tuck themselves in and then start to feed. I've watched them sit on a spot for a long time to either melt the snow or, so they could get down to that food. We got the spread out. We didn't even put them on bases or anything. Every bird that they saw was bellied up, so we just put them just like we saw them, all bellied up. When they've been scouting, they've been seeing the geese. They're really tight, close to each other. So that's how we set them, trying to match the hatch here. Now we're just waiting for them to start moving. Fog rolled in right before we got down here, I guess, and might delay them a little bit, but they'll come out. They'll come out sooner or later. As cold as it is, I hope it's sooner. Anytime a goose hunter gets fog in this area, it's gonna slow your hunt down. We showed up, we had a little bit of fog. It got thicker, but by about 9 o'clock, it started to burn off for us, and that's when the birds started to move, when they could see. Why don't we go over there?
Cover up.
Take him. That's a good rain out, fellas. That's a good go.
Nice shooting, Mikey.
We got 9 out of that bunch. That's pretty good.
That's the furthest shot I've taken in 6 weeks.
Too far!
To keep up with all the hunting action, check us out on the web. Season 8 of Drake's Migration Nation is powered by Hydra-Trek, powerful, rugged, amphibious vehicles. Rio Ammunition, share the experience. Mojo Outdoors, it ain't magic if it ain't Mojo. Boss Drives, take charge. Prodigy Boats. And by Drake Waterfowl Systems, innovators in waterfowl hunting.
Some birds over here on the right. Take them. Come on, let's get them right side. Come on. Here he comes around. Get ready, guys. There you go. Got them all. We just wiped that flock out. Too far, huh, Reese?
That one was just right.
Oh, I like that. I like that. How many you get out of that bunch?
7.
7. We got 17 snows. Now we're over halfway there. Ha! We're gonna have to be careful we get a big bunch in the way we're shooting. They're out there in the fog somewhere. Let's just cover up. Be ready. Take them.
Nice job, boys.
With just a few birds left to go, we ended up having a nice big bunch get in tight. I mean, they were all over in the decoys, and only needing a few birds rather than take a chance and come up and shoot. You know, you're trying to shoot 1 or 2, but you never know. You could always, you know, hit 1 or 2 behind that one. So we just sat there and watched them and let them fly away. Well, that's a limit. Dark, so we could probably stick around and try to get some more whites, but I think what we're going to try to do is we're going to head out and try to shoot some mallards, huh, Travis?
Yeah, let's go up and see what we can do. They've been working around all day, so we can get out in there and just see what happens.
After our goose hunt, Travis had found a cornfield that the ducks were feeding in pretty heavy, and it happened to be about 5 miles from where we were goose hunting. And even when we got there were ducks already working that field. We shot our limited geese, probably, what do you figure, a mile or 2 away from here. And Reeser said he had a cornfield with a bunch of ducks, and he wasn't kidding. There's a bunch of mallards using this already. He says they just keep getting more and more as the day goes on. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get down here, find a little brush pile down here that we can get hidden in and get set up and start shooting ourselves some mallard drakes. We got ourselves some goose decoys set up out here, and that's typically what we'll use when we're hunting mallards in the cornfield. We'll use a big goose spread, and then you'll see we use pull string spinners. We can't use batteries here in Oregon or Washington where I live, and we're in Oregon right now. So we're gonna use pull string spinners, and there's a ton of mallards that we've kicked out of here, and hopefully they come back and we can shoot a few. You know, when we got there, we saw the ducks were landing all over the field. And with limited access, we picked the basically the closest place we could. When we got set up and made sure that we were hidden well, we shot little bunches, onesies, twosies.
Take him, Mike. Get him, Mike. Atta boy. More coming.
The big wad stayed out in front of us, and we just kept picking them off as they would spin out off of it.
Take him.
Take them out front.
Look at the feathers come down.
To keep up with all the hunting action, check us out on the web. Season 8 of Drake's Migration Nation is powered by Hydra-Trek, powerful, rugged, amphibious vehicles.
Take that, Drake. Take him. There you go. Cover right back up.
When the wind did kick up on our duck hunt in the cornfield, you know, we had kind of a crossing wind, even quartering a little bit in our face at times. It made for, you know, ducks kind of coming from behind.
Jeez. Wow. You guys.
Too close, too close.
Take him.
Coming in good, coming in real good. And there were times that the wind quit and they came in from any direction that they wanted to. You know, we'd wait until they got squared up on us. You know, just patience a lot of times, just letting those ducks finish, you know, in your hole or on top of those spinners. And I will say this, they're skinny compared to the ducks at home. These are little. We were shooting a few ducks and we had a single come in and Casey shot it.
Casey, get him.
It was a little too close. I think he heard the story about us getting a band the day before, and that kid took off running right at the wrong time. We had a pile of mallards coming at us, and I've got Casey running through the middle of the decoys.
Man, these guys are hurting for bands down here.
I'll tell you what, one thing I can say about the guys in Oregon and the guys in Washington, we can shoot straight. It didn't take long for us to get our limited ducks. I can't think of a mallard drake that got away from us.
Take them. There goes another one way out there. How good will we get 4 out of there? That ain't bad. Oh, here they come, right up front. Cover up, cover up. Pull your string, Travis, pull your string. Take them, get that penny.
There we go. We got the pintail and we got all them mallard drakes.
Take them. Yeah, we got him again, Josie. We whooped him again, Josie.
As deep as this snow is, these ducks are hard to find. They are really hard to find. There's probably about 10 inches of snow and about 4 inches of duck. So they hit the ground or knife themselves in. They can be hard to find, but I think we found them all, even the pintails. And they blend in really good in this white. So we're gonna keep looking for a few more ducks and wrap it up. After we wrapped up our duck hunt, Travis hit the road and headed one direction, Casey headed another, and it wasn't long that Travis gave me a buzz and said, hey, that field that we hunted in the morning, it's loaded back up and there are more birds in it. So, you know what? We knew where to go. We had a good hide. We decided we were just gonna go right back to that same spot. Well, we decided to come back to the field we shot yesterday. We shot really, really good, and I think we only shot into about 4 or 5 bunches before we had our limit. We were able to get the decoys picked up, get the trucks, all our birds out of here, and it wasn't 10, 15 minutes that we were out of here and these birds started to come right back in. And actually, Travis came back and scouted it a little bit later in the day and said there were more birds back in here. So it made sense to come back here. It worked yesterday. Hopefully it works again today, and we can get another good shoot for you guys.
To keep up with all the hunting action, check us out on the web. Season 8 of Drake's Migration Nation is powered by Hydra-Trek, powerful, rugged, amphibious vehicles. Rio Ammunition, share the experience. Mojo Outdoors, it ain't magic if it ain't Mojo. Boss Drives, take charge. Prodigy Boats. And by Drake Waterfowl Systems, innovators in waterfowl hunting.
Well, these birds should be coming out any minute, huh, Travis?
Yes, sir.
I like the way you got the decoys out today. How many you got out there? About 100?
About 100 of them.
Well, let's hope they like it. I like them.
We will. They stick out good.
Bring them on.
One thing about Bill is he hunts an area where geese are pressured like nobody's business. I mean, there's a ton of outfitters, a ton of guys out trying to kill them. A lot of times those geese are going over the top of 2 or 3 spreads before they ever get to them. And I've always told people when other people can't kill them, Bill can. He just has a read on birds. He can read them, he knows what they're doing, and knows what kind of sounds to make when, what kind of decoy spread to put out, and how to place them out. And every time I have an opportunity to go with him, I do and try to learn what he does. He knows how to kill geese.
Our third day, our goose hunt started, I would say, a little bit slower. We had a lot heavier fog. The birds were just delayed. It was a little frostier. They took their time coming out. When they did finally decide to come out, it was fast and furious. Take them. We got all 3 of them. Good job, guys. Let's round them up real quick. It was as fast as we could go. It was, here they come, take them, get down again, here they come. I mean, it was fast and furious. Take them. Take them. Well, let's round them up again. They're coming quick now. Waited out here in the fog for a bit, and now they're coming. They're coming really good. You know, we had a good hide, good decoy spread, and a decent little wind at our back, and those birds finished great. You know, especially, you know, you always are a little hesitant going in on the same spot 2 days in a row, but those birds finished fine. I mean, it was in our face for easy shooting, and we made quick work of them. Get up on your right. Take them. Those ones are gonna try to shoot over the top of us, I think, and make another pass, but they got squared up good. I think we would have bring out there about 6 of them. I'll take that every day. In the Columbia Basin, we're fortunate to have a variety of ducks and a variety of geese. They're just not all, you know, Canada geese. We shoot lessers and tavs and cacklers and honkers, and we shoot, you know, snow geese. And our snow geese, if you guys look at the flocks that we shot into, you'll notice there are no blue geese. Most of our snow geese that we shoot are Wrangel Island snows, and when we shoot a banded snow, a lot of times they're from Russia. So it's pretty cool to, to get into all these different birds. In fact, in some of the areas of Oregon, a lot of the hunters have to take a test to identify all the different species of Canada geese before they can hunt.
Here comes three on the hard right, coming right down the lane. Take him. Attaboy, Casey. Good shot, man. Good shot. Way to redeem yourself. Attaboy. We've got our limit of darks, but we're waiting around here. We need a handful more whites. So now we're just sitting back and enjoying the show. It sure is pretty, huh? Well, I've had it. How about you, Trevor?
Well, I don't think we're gonna get our whites with all those birds.
No. You got everyone good? Call it a day?
I love my job as a guide and an outfitter, but any chance that I get to get out here with my friends, just buddy hunt, and I get to shoot with everyone. I don't have to be the gentleman and wait for everybody else to shoot or just clean up cripples. I have a blast. I like shooting them. I really do. Hey, I'm glad you guys could join me in the Columbia Basin these past 3 days, and thanks for joining me in my part of the Migration Nation.